similar question to you. After you have really a career year in sacks, where do you go from there?
Well, I've matched my career.
Right.
I mean, just like Sis, you try to win games, man. Try to win the championship. That's to me. I think that's more important because you can have the stats, accolades, but you sitting home, it really doesn't do no justice.
You're getting so close to the Super Bowl. How does that affect you as a veteran? Is it something that you kind of think of now in the off season a little bit?
Well, I mean, you got to take advantage of every moment. You never know the next time. So, I do consider it sacred, man. So that's why every off season you train as hard as you can, go into mini camps and training camp. You just try to be the best you, and then hopefully that can help the team and get to where we all want to get to.
Elvis, after your one you had, do you feel like people will approach you differently, and do you try to change things up, anticipating that people will try to attack some of the moves that worked for you last year? That's a pass rusher.
I mean, I have over 90 sacks. It's not, I've been in the league almost 10 years now, so I don't think I catch anybody surprised. So it's all about just working on your craft, being around good teammates and good play calling, and you just go out and execute.
Are you thinking about number 100?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a great achievement to try to reach. So the opportunity is there, and that's not always the case with everybody. So I'm grateful for that, So that just shows the consistency, and I don't take that kindly.
In terms of the pass rush, you guys, it was really a strength of the team and the defense last year. Do you think it can be as good this year, even though Purnell's not here anymore?
Yeah, I mean, losing Purnell was, he's a great player, and I wish him the best. But we got guys like Jimmy coming back, and additional guys we got coming in to help the secondary to come off the injuries. So with that, pass rush doesn't go without coverage, and vice versa. So once we have those two things, I think we create a great synergy.
What do you think of some of the young players like Zadarius Smith, and does he remind you of Purnell a little bit? The way he looks.
Because he look. I mean, I guess they're dark skinned and dreads. I mean, I haven't seen much of it, Zadarius, but I watched him when he was in Kentucky. So, and I'm sure Ozzie brings nothing but great talent here. With that being said, man, he got to, just got to follow the lead, man. We got guys who can lead him, myself, Suggs, and, so far he works hard, so that's a great thing.
Elvis, Suggs was saying that, at this stage of his career, he sort of learned to pace himself and not stress out and not worrying about this time of the year, rather than worried about the season not wearing down. Is that a similar mindset you've taken, you've learned over your career?
I mean, everybody's different. It may be the same cloth, but we cut different. For me, I go about it differently. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong. We all have different ways we prepare. So for me, I just like to go out and just, because you never know when's your day. So I just try to go every day. I can't afford to pace it.
He was pretty introspective about his career and how long he still has to play. Do you see him as highest level as,
I mean, you got to respect what he's done. Defensive Player of the Year, Super Bowl champion, over 100 sacks. To me, that's Hall of Fame type of career. So he's been doing it for almost 13 years. So, I'm sure he has some really good insight.
What have you learned from him? I mean, clearly you've had good numbers over the years.
All right. I mean, he's a student in the game. I think more than his physical gifts, I think he's a really smart player, and his awareness really, at this point, even if his physical started to diminish, that'll carry him out because he's a smart football player.
I mean, you had Strahan's number posted in your locker last year. Is that still going to remain there? Is that still?
Yeah, I didn't get the job done individually or as a team, so that'll be something. If I can hit that number, that means we'll be in the Super Bowl for sure.
Good.
Thank you, guys.